This time, I'm heading to Outback, South Australia to check out two towns that are close together, but worlds apart. Roxby Downs and its unruly cousin, Andamooka. The country out here can seem harsh, but beneath that rough hide, it nurtures unique gems. Some mineral.
So there's a glow in there, that's opal in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I picked up the right one, Leela.
You picked up the right one.
Some mythical.
You are an absolute warrior god, and this is war exploding behind you.
Some animal.
Oh, we have a bet on.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And some divine.
Oh, wow, she's huge.
She's a goddess. She's got to be intimidating.
She is.
Look closely into this ancient landscape, and there are signs of life everywhere.
And how old would this be?
5,000 years old or longer,
Wow.
older, yeah.
Minutes down that way is Andamooka, and 15 minutes in the other direction is the town of Roxby Downs. And even though they share the same space, I hear they're a bit like chalk and cheese. So what I want to know is how two towns stuck together out here in the middle of nowhere can be so different.
There's a road into Andamooka, but no road out. Arriving in town feels a bit like you've come to the end of the earth. There's an unmistakable whiff of the Wild West here, of lawlessness and larger-than-life characters. But I want to find out what life's really like in this frontier outpost. So I'm asking a local.
G'day, Leela.
G'day, hello, how are you? Welcome to Andamooka.
Thank you.
Leela Day has been living and mining in Andamooka for 5 years.
So what is this place? I mean, some kind of junkyard.
Yeah, a lot of people do say that. They think it's a junkyard or Wolf Creek. We do have a lot of junk lying around because we're so isolated, you never know when you're going to need something to fix your machinery, so you put it there and save it for later. And it's all recycling here in the Outback.
Don't you have a rubbish collection?
Well, no, we don't have a rubbish collection. Basically, we're in the unincorporated part of South Australia, so we don't have a council who look after us. And, yeah, basically we do everything ourselves.
Do you have a policeman?
No policeman, no.
This really is like the Wild West.
It is the Wild West.
The town may be missing a few amenities, but it does boast an opal showroom, a post office, and the legendary Tucker Box Hotel, which unfortunately is closed at the moment.
Now, what are these old houses behind us? What are they doing there?
Well, these old houses are from the first opal miners. We had a big opal rush in the 1930s. 8 people came down from Coober Pedy to try their luck here in Andamooka. And they built these cottages into the base of this hill, which is One Tree Hill. And then they would walk up the top and sink mine shafts or dig tunnels and find precious opal.
A shanty town grew up amongst the claims. By its heyday in the 60s, Andamooka was producing some of the most valuable gemstone opal in the world. Its population swelled.
Oh, it's tiny, isn't it?
It is tiny, yeah.
There's not much luxury in here.
There's not, but there's everything you need to be comfortable. The last person that was living in these homes was living in them in the 90s still.
That's not so long ago.
No, it's not. So it goes to show just how well built they are and that they can be comfortable.
Yeah, I guess so.
Since those heady days, quality opal finds have become less frequent. And there are now just 262 people calling Andamooka home.
I feel it's my lucky day, Leela.
Oh, great.
But for some hardy individuals, the romance of opal hunting lives on.
So, yeah, we'll go down into this space over this.
Leela has offered to show me the ropes at her mine,
Here we are, Heather.
just outside the town boundaries.
Basically, we're looking at some opal bearing level here. We always go at it with our pick because if there's opal in there, we don't want to shatter it accidentally with the machinery. So
The opal bearing level in Andamooka is pretty close to the surface,
It looks like hard work to me.
meaning you don't need an arsenal of heavy equipment.
we're listening for the sound of cracking glass. That's when we know we've struck opal.
So small operators like Leela can try their luck.
Oh, well, I haven't heard any cracking glass yet. Keep at it.
It's given Andamooka an independent, individualistic character.
How about this one?
Let's check it out.
So what are you looking for?
We're looking for this particular glow here,
Oh,
which tells us that it's opal.
so that's opal in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I picked up the right one, Leela.
Picked up the right one.
Turns out my rock is probably just common potch or colourless opal. So I haven't made my fortune just yet. Leela previously lived in nearby Roxby Downs, but met a bloke in the Andamooka pub and fell in love with both him and the town.
Outside of the opal mining, there's always somebody doing something curious and fun and different. And there's a really busy arts community here.
Although opal mining is still the name of the game here, a new breed of creative types has now discovered Andamooka. I'm meeting another member of the town's thriving arts community who goes by the curious name of Cal the Stoner. And I've been advised to come armed with the local currency.
G'day, Cal.
Howdy.
Now, I hear this is the entrance fee.
Got it right, thank you.
I got it right.
Cheers.
Now, look at this.
Yeah, the Andamooka tiger. And he's in that moment of just being totally relaxed and he's just been disturbed and his claws are shot out and he's starting to snarl.
And this is your work?
Yes, yeah.
Wow. So how do you do this?
Very slowly.
Cal has invented an amazingly intricate and time-consuming method of working with stone that he's dubbed intracarving.
How long did it take?
3.5 years or 8,000 hours.
8,000 hours.
He might seem the kind of character who could only hail from the Outback, but like many Andamooka locals, Cal's actually an escapee from elsewhere.
I started in St Kilda, but it's too easy to play up in St Kilda.
So you're from St Kilda in Melbourne?
Yeah, you know, I can work longer here.
In 2019, Cal packed all his belongings and several tons of sandstone into his bus and drove from Victoria all the way to a house he purchased in Andamooka.
I bought this sight unseen, actually. But I got a great spot, I'm lucky. I could have been out in the boondocks there. Yeah, yeah, so everything's worked.
With his opal claws and fangs, the Andamooka tiger has become a tourist attraction.
Oh, wow, she's huge.
Cal has now turned his hand to a new work.
She's 6'9".
You like big projects, Cal?
Well, she's the goddess. She's got to be intimidating.
She is.
Constructed from more than 400 lovingly carved rocks, the goddess is quite the eyeful. So far, she's commanded 2 years of Cal's attention.
Well, she's a perfect shape. She's very toned.
Yeah, Have a feel of that skin. She's,
Oh, that's really smooth.
At times I can shut my eyes and just feel and go, oh yeah, it rings a bell.
It can get lonely in the desert, but Cal's found a way to attract some unusual companions.
Got a pretty garden, Cal.
Yeah, I did it all. I got one of the best gardens in Andamooka.
I'm sure it is.
By default, I only did it to get birds here.
Oh, you love birds?
Well, I choose to join up,
Of course it does.
because I love the heavy rock.
You play heavy rock to birds.
You know, I have it playing all the time when I'm working, and they just come here and just sing their heads off to it.
Are you feeding them?
Yeah. They love it.
You've got quite the life here, Cal.
Oh, yeah, very, yeah.
After a hard day's carving, Cal often enjoys a couple of quiet drinks in the psychedelic bar he's fashioned in his home.
A winter drink.
And in this town, any sign of a party draws a crowd. When the pub closed recently, it left a void. But a few locals organised a pop-up liquor licence to keep the vibe alive.
Everybody looks at this place as a dead-end place of the world, but Andamooka is a lifestyle. It is just a beautiful lifestyle.
There's always a get out of Dodge card in Andamooka. You can come place with a handshake, look for opal in the creek beds and have a go. It's one of the last frontiers.
It seems life in Andamooka is what you make it. And the locals have brewed up something pretty special.
Despite first appearances, this is no junkyard. It's a ripper of a little town that's certainly like no other and very social. Next, I'm off to Roxby Downs to see how it compares.
30-odd kilometres down the road, but inhabiting another galaxy, Roxby Downs was only built in the 1980s to service BHP's vast Olympic Dam mine nearby.
We're just coming into town now. Don't blink, you'll miss it. It's very small.
My local guide, Monty Clements, works in the mine and lives in town.
I tell you what, it looks a bit flash compared to where I've just come from.
We've got a few more facilities than Andamooka.
And it's so neat and tidy.
It's very neat and tidy.
What's that about?
So the BHP spent a little bit of time making this family friendly. So you got all the facilities, all the footworks, so you could actually go walking with your dogs. The police station, and the kids have their little skate park.
There's also good quality housing, a footy ground, cafes, and a pub that's open.
It looks very respectable.
Very clean.
Very clean.
Very clean.
The town is so young that the cemetery has exactly 0 people buried in it. But a few beloved pets have made their way in. Since the whole town revolves around the mine, Monty's invited me to see for myself what it's like to work at Olympic Dam.
What an enormous site this is, Monty.
It's absolutely massive. This is just the part on the surface. Underground, if you think of it like an ant's hill, it's incredibly large. You've got 773 kilometres so far. It takes nearly an hour to get from maybe the 57 level all the way to the surface, just to dump a little bit of dirt and then go back down and do it all again.
40 years ago, this place was a small waterhole on the Roxby Downs station pastoral lease. Today, it's one of the world's most significant deposits of copper, gold, and uranium.
How much material is there to be mined in the ground here?
It's about 200 years worth of ore at Olympic Dam.
200 years worth of ore? That's mind-boggling.
So my children's children will probably be mining here.
The mine employs several thousand people. Some are fly in, fly out, but others still reside in Roxby Downs.
Hey, you got Monty, how can I help?
Monty's been here for 20 years.
What is it that's kept you here so long?
It's the people. I really like how you meet people that you would never have friendships with. It's a mixing pot of everything. It's almost like you get a taste of the whole entire world in one tiny little town.
That tiny little town also provides Monty fertile ground to play.
In my spare time, I like to get very creative. It definitely satisfies my imagination.
It's not what you might expect from a mine worker, but Monty enjoys making elaborate costumes and dressing her friends in them to create artistic photos.
All right, everyone, let's get this rumbling.
Today,
Okay, I think about here should be good.
she's gathered the gang together for her latest creation. And she's roped in a very special guest model.
Righto, Monty, I'm hot to trot.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Let's do this. And that arm in.
Right, wings are on.
Wings are on. Is that too tight? Yes, on both sides.
You ready? The last piece.
So we have a whole bunch of flour set up here. And what a flour. So I want it to come from behind your head and explode out from either side. You are the Viking queen. You are an absolute warrior god, and this is war exploding behind you as you stand in judgment.
And get covered in flour.
And get covered in flour.
Right.
Yes.
Got it.
Let's do this. All right, guys, on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was actually pretty good.
That's wild.
I thought this town might be a bit sterile compared to its wild neighbour.
It was fun.
But Monty has opened my eyes.
What's surprising about Roxby Downs? Well, me in this outfit for starters. Just like in Andamooka, creative types here are making sure there's just as much going on above ground as below it.
Long before there were mines or miners, Aboriginal people, including the Kookata, inhabited this desert. Settlers claimed their land for sheep and cattle stations. 3 huge stations now surround Andamooka and Roxby Downs. In 2014, after a 20-year battle, their descendants won native title over all 3 properties.
It's good stuff, isn't it, the old Billy Tea?
I think it's just the whole experience, right? Sitting around the
Andrew Starkey and TJ Thomas are senior Kookata men who help manage the stations.
To the top, thank you, sir.
I'm meeting them on part of the 500,000 hectare pastoral lease that the Kookata Aboriginal Corporation now controls.
Is it good to be back here?
Oh, for sure. It's a large chunk of country, and to be able to sit down without looking over your shoulder and to hunt and all that sort of stuff without being hunted off the land is a good thing.
The corporation aims to give opportunities for Kookata people to live and work on their traditional land.
It's one thing getting the land, but then the next thing is, OK, what are you going to do with it, right? You know, we don't have a huge head of cattle at the moment on the station, so it's not like it's turning over lots of money. But it's more about maintaining the continued connection to country, and that all starts with passing on that knowledge down to the next generation. Giving them the opportunity to come back and connect to culture,
What does this country mean to you?
Oh, God, it's everything. You know, you need three things to be a strong community. You need the Jukuba, which is your law. You need the animal, which is the people, and you need the munda, which is the land. Those three things wind together like a piece of tight rope. Without either one of them, the rope becomes fragmented and your community and your society is broken. This area here is pretty culturally significant for Kookata people. One of our main family groups lived here. The senior custodian from the area, the law holder, when he passed away, he was buried here, right next to one of Kookata's major totems, which is represented by this hill. And so, in our native tongue, we call it Logolta. Europeans' version is sleepy lizard.
To many people, this country is just desert landscape, exhausted pasture, or potential mineral wealth.
So here's a good example of a stone tool.
But to Andrew, it's alive with reminders of his culture.
That's what we refer to as a piri pine.
Right.
And so you can see on that one side of it is serrated.
Oh, yes.
And the other side is a blade.
And how old would this be?
You know, 5,000 years old or
Wow.
older, yeah. Yeah.
And what do you love about getting back here?
It's just sorry about that.
That's okay.
It's the importance about being connected. And you know where you come from. You've got a very close affiliation with the area, and so, you know, our old people's Korumba's spirit, they're still here.
You feel them here?
Oh, yeah. And this is why it's so important to protect areas like this, because it's, you know, this is about bringing our young people here and teach them about how their old people worked and lived on these areas. Yeah, very important for us.
The Outback looks tough, but it's a fragile environment. Mining, farming, and introduced species have taken a heavy toll. But just north of Roxby Downs, the Arid Recovery Centre is determined to reverse some of the damage. I'm here to meet conservation scientist Dr. Catherine Tuft, who heads up the centre.
Righto, Kath, fill me in. What goes on here?
Well, this is all about looking after wildlife and desert ecosystems. So that fence that you came in through is to keep out our evil trio, the cats, the foxes and the rabbits. And by getting rid of them from the landscape, we've been able to bring back all of these animals that were otherwise missing. And we're hopefully going to catch some tonight.
Fantastic.
So we can learn a lot when we have an animal in the hand. So if we catch a bettong, which I hope we do tonight, we'll be checking its pouch if it's a female, to see if it's breeding, looking at their condition. And we'll record all that data, and it helps us keep tabs on how the populations are going.
What a great job to be doing.
It's good fun.
Apart from bettongs, who are like tiny kangaroos living underground, Arid Recovery is repopulating many other threatened native animals that have been lost from this landscape.
This is a bait ball. It's just peanut butter and oats.
Such as bandicoots, bilbies, quolls, and stick nest rats.
Well done, we're set.
All set. Let's hope we get a customer. There's some pink.
Oh, just one here. Oh, and it's closed.
Aha, we have a bettong. Come and have a look.
We've got something.
We do.
Oh, look at him.
This one's 85.
The centre is the largest cat-proof fenced reserve in Australia.
Go head off home.
Over the 27 years it's been running,
There we go.
Right away.
the program has achieved great success
Oh, another one.
in breeding sustainable populations of critically endangered species.
This one's a female this time.
Lovely.
Good girl. Oh. Unfortunately, this reserve, while it's big, is still just a little postage stamp in the huge outback, right? So One day we'd like to see these animals everywhere. It's a long way to go, but we have to aim high, I think. Come on, little one.
For Kath, living in Roxby Downs means she can conduct this important research and raise a family.
Hey. Woo! Okay. You know, as someone that's in this conservation space, often you're in really remote places, and we are remote here, but we have this town that has everything we need, schooling for my kids, a community to be part of, so it's kind of the best of both worlds for me.
It's my last night, and Leela has organised a bit of a get-together. It's a happy mix of Andamooka and Roxby Downs locals. Each has followed their own journey to arrive here, and each has their own reason to stay.
Yeah, it's like living on the moon. It's a desert. It's different.
For all their apparent differences, I found there's a certain independent, creative spirit that unites Andamooka and Roxby Downs.
There's no doubt these two towns are unique in their own ways, but what the colourful characters who live here share is this. They all care deeply about their patch. They take a certain pride in being different, and they know how to make their own fun.
There is people that have come from everywhere, all over the world, in both places, and then they always find their community in that place. Right in the middle of the Outback in the desert, there's always a family that you can make from friends.
Next time on Backroads, we're embracing all things Celtic as we head to Camperdown in southwest Victoria, as they celebrate their unusual connection to the Scottish poet Robert Burns.
Haggis!
And embrace the power of a remarkable friendship.
It's that tangible sense of connection, and the veils of time disappear.
Whilst also supporting those going their own way.
It's just so exhilarating to just hoon on down the road.